When we talk increasingly about the tension between USA and Iran, and when we talk about the possible dangers of war in Middle East, the American B-2 bombers and B-52 bombers attacking Iran from their Diego Garcia military base in Indian Ocean, demolishing nuclear plants in Iran, devastating their nuclear installation, and putting an end to all of their nuclear development, and raising the flames of war in Iran to such an extent that we do have a complete fall of the regime in Iran. Of course, it won't happen quietly, silently. There would be resistance, there would be retaliation, and there would be attacks from the other side as well. It can result into the very dangerous circumstances, and the nuclear repercussions could have been very, very serious. They're not just a threat to Middle East or to South Asia or to Pakistan, but there can be threats to whole of the world if the nuclear radiation is leaked there. When I discuss it among my friends, and I do find the responses that this is only a diplomatic war, and USA are trying to force Iran into a surrender. In fact, the USA won't commit the folly of battling with Iran just for the cause of Israel. Although Israel wants to wage a full fledged war because they've got their own interest, and probably, or should I say, most probably, USA is not going to enter into a war, and it all will end into an agreement between the two nations. Yes, this is one of the possibilities, and it is not beyond happening. In fact, there is a meeting between the American envoy and Iranian envoy in Oman today, on Saturday. And this is what was reported by President Trump in his Oval Office. And it's Saturday today. We wait and see what happens of this meeting. Does it come along with uh, an agreement between the two nations? Does Iran surrender? Or does it instigate a war between the two nations? Uh, what I've seen, the diplomacy in 21st century, or even it was the case in 20th century as well, sometimes the harsher words are followed by means of uh, means of agreement, means of adjustment. So who knows? The two nations would have been adjusting each other, reaching to a compromise. Because the repercussions that I see of a war between America and Iran, those repercussions are very, very dangerous. We not only have those military repercussions, but of course there are environmental repercussions. And we in Asia have already been the victim of the environmental uh, repercussions. And now, when we have these nuclear repercussions, I don't understand where do we end up. The things are, in fact, very, very aggravating, not just for the Iranis or for Middle East, but they are also very much aggravating for us in Pakistan, in rest of the Asia. And there, if there is a nuclear collision, believe you me, it can have very negative repercussions for the whole of the world.